Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel DevOps Cloud with DJ. Thank you for liking my channel and please do share and subscribe to my channel. If you are new to my channel, please view all my previous video to start your cloud journey. So let's continue our Git part 2 video. Like in just we will review the previous session what we had in part 1. Like in part 1 we have gone through of creating the GitHub account, how we will create a GitHub account we have already created in my part 1. Like if you are not seen that video, please go back to my channel and you will be able to find the part 1 video on Git. And please do create the Git account if you are new, how to push a code from your local system to the central repository. So this is what is all about the Git tool. So we have previously performed the creation of GitHub account and we have even installed the Git-BASH software in our system, and we have even seen like what are the different stages of Git, like working directory, staging area, repository. So this all are the Git stages which we have seen in the previous session. So now in this session we will go ahead and use the git commands, like how to push the code to the repository and how to get connected with the GitHub application. So for that, like initially we need to have a GitHub repository, and here we have the Git. I have logged into my Git account. So here we will try to create a new repository. This will be the home page. Here it gives a option for new. You can see here new. You can click on that, and here you can give a name. I'm going to give it as DevOps Cloud with DJ. So this is my repository. I'm creating this. I'll keep it as a public and I will create this repository. So once I create this, it will ask me to use this commands and push the code which is in my system. So I have a code with me. So this is the code, all the files which I want to push into the, this is the application, the Spring application, which I want to push it into the GitHub or the Bitbucket. Whatever it might be, like it might be GitHub or Bitbucket. You can use the same commands. So I want to push this particular files onto the Git repository. So here I am into this particular folder where all my files are there. In that I am opening the Git bash. So once I open this Git bash, and please we have to go back to here. It says to initialize the command, like initialize the Git inside this particular repository. So here I have in the slide the different commands. So first thing is git config should be there, like this particular email address should be configured with the git. So here I can say, so my email address is username. In place of email address I will give my email address. Already my Git is configured here. You have to give your email, then it will ask for the password. You can authenticate. So that is the way you have to use the git config command. Then the next command, it shows like we need to use a git init command. The git init command is used to create a empty git repository. Like already a folder is created here. We will see, we will initiate git. You can see here two folders and one file. Once I do a git init, you can see what happens here. See, you can see a .git folder is getting created. So this will initialize. so that we can push this code onto the Git repository. So git initialize has happened. So by using the git initial command, .git folder will be created. So this is one of the important question where in interview they might ask, what does a git init command does? You should be able to tell that it creates a .git folder inside the repository. Like this is the local repository. Now we will push the code into the central repository using the different commands. Like now I will say git add. So next command is git add. Git add is used after checking the status of the files to add those files to the staging area. So before that we will do a command called git status. See, you can see it is the untracked files. We have three untracked files, like this is the folder, this is the readme file, and the spring.chart. You can see here in this also, these three are there that needs to be pushed onto the git repository. So for that we need to use the git add command. Git add, you can say so you can use single dot, or you can say hyphen all the files will be added. After using this add command, there is something called commit. We need to each and every uh, files when we add to the repository, we need to commit it using the git command. Like we should commit it using git command commit -m followed by single quotes or double quotes you can use. I'm giving a name, my first project. I'm giving it as my first project. I will hit enter. It says please tell who are you, because I have not authenticated, I think. So let's use this. So let's use git config once. Git config hyphen user, my email ID, then I'm here. So let's try to commit it. Okay, now my commit, I committed, all the files are committed here. Now the next command, what it says in the repository, let's check it out. Here you can say, like, this is my first commit. I'm saying let's create a branch inside, like we will create a branch, like we will create a master branch. Let's create a master branch. Here it is showing a main branch. Okay, let's create only the main branch, no problem. I'm creating a using this command git branch -m main, that is a branch inside a repository. We are creating a separate branch, that is something I'll call as a folder, something like inside a master folder we are creating a separate branch. We have created a main branch, after which we are using this command like git remote add origin to, from where we are getting this URL, like this URL we will be getting here. Like you can see here, once in this repo, once this repo is created, here we can see there, this is the URL where we need to pull the code. We pull or push the code, we need to use this. We have added it. Now I can say git push origin master, origin main, because main we have created main branch. So I am doing git push -u origin main. So I have pushed. Let's wait when the code is being pushed to the git repository. So now see, you can see here it is asking me to the login to the git repository. So I will sign in with a code. I think I have got a email. So I have logged into the site like GitHub, and I'm copying this code, and it is the authorizing. Now I will try to git push origin master again. Okay, now let's go here and just refresh it. You will be able to see the code. So you can see all the code which is there in my local, like this. All it has been pushed onto the Git repository. So this all are the steps which we use, and Git commands which we use to push the code from the local repository using the Git bash to the central repository, that is the GitHub. And here you can, if you want to clone this particular code again, you can click on this, copy this URL like HTTPS URL. You can copy it by clicking here, or you can select all and control C it. And if you want to clone this same repository again into the different folder, where like I'll create another folder here, empty folder, new Spring. I'm trying to, so I want the same code to be copied or downloaded into my local. I then right click, open the git bash. I'll use the git clone followed by the URL which I copied there, and I hit enter. If I see here, I will be able to see DevOps full Cloud with DJ project. See all the files which are there in that repository are being down cloned in my repository. So this is the way you are supposed to use the git commands. And let's discuss the other commands which are there, like the git status command I already have used. And as I said already, we have created a main branch, so we use the git branch command to create a new branch. To delete a branch, we use the git branch -a that lists the all the, let's use, this is not the one, git branch -a. Why? Because in this we are not into the, we have not initialized the git. Once we do a git init here, we will be able to do it. So let's do a git branch -a. So no branch, only we are in the master branch here, so that displays. So you want to move from a main branch, from master branch to other branch, like git checkout master. It says already we are in, like, see, we are already in master path. So let's create a new branch here by using the git branch command. Git branch, I will use test. Okay, branch -a. Why it is not giving is because there is no code we have pushed here, because we have just downloaded. Let's go into this other folder where already there is git initiated. Let's go into git spring ls 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 cd git spring. Okay, I'll do ll. So in this we are there, so let's give git branch -a. Here you can see main branch is there. So let's create git branch test. Okay, now I'll do git branch hyphen. You can see main and test. So both branches have been created. Now if we want to switch the branch from main, now it is in the main. If I want to switch the branch to test, I will give it checkout, then the branch name. So now you can see we are in the test branch. So this is what how the branching commands which we use. And git merge command is used to integrate the branches together. Like if there is any code which we use which we pushed into the test branch, and there is something called master branch, main branch. I'll show you in the repository. Say you can see here, you can see the main branch only. Let's refresh. I already created few branches here. Okay, so view all branches. Let's see, view all branches. Okay, we have not did the changes, right? So let's do changes. Git in init. Okay, git commit hyphen m repo update. Okay, git push origin main. Okay, git. Okay, let's see, git add dot git commit git push origin main. Okay, let's refresh. So here the branches will be updated, like test branch, everything will be updated. So that is what is all about the branching command. And another command is like git stash. Git stash command takes your modified tracked files and save it on a pile of incomplete changes that you can reapply at any time. So git stat command also you can be getting in your interviews. Like they might ask how why we use the git stash command. It is the git stash is used to use the temporary like for example, if you want to work on any uh, repository, we can work on the temporary basis and we can use whenever we want. So using the git stash command, we can use the staging directory for temporary basis. And we can even check the logs using the git log command to show the commit. With the commit ID, we can check the git log status. So this is what is all about the git. So please do create your GitHub accounts and work on the git commands. If you have any questions or any challenges, you can get back to me on my email address like devopscloudwithdj@gmail.com, or you can share your comments in the.
Please like, share and subscribe to my channel.